Good afternoon. I'm your host Khaled Abu Laban. Today we're going to talk about go-kartings. I'm very excited to have a guest, a professional go-karter. ماشي, a lot of championships. Ihab Sami, how are you?
Good, fine, thank you. So you wanted to know more about karting?
Yes, please. The audience needs to know.
All right. Well, what do you want to ask?
All right. First, what was your experience when you started karting, and what was like? Um, let's just say, what was your inspiration?
My inspiration, well, it's like any inspiration from any other child in my generation. I started with the Cars movie. I was a really big fan of Lightning McQueen. That's actually how I got my number, the 95. And I started watching people race, and I thought if they could do that, then I could do that. So I tested myself. I went to a local karting track in Mall of Egypt. I think it was called Nitro. I just kept going there almost every week. So I tested and tested and tested and until I got better. And then all of a sudden I got the urge to search for an academy. I thought no academy of karting actually existed in Egypt until I found Raceline Academy. And I found a lot of other academies such as News, Easy Kart, Ghibli, each one with its own engine. So I found Raceline Academy and I started to learn how to actually drive. I went there and I went into the intro class. Intro class is where you learn about the rules and regulations of karting or racing in general, such as the flags, what to do in certain situations, like what do you do if you got called to the steward's office, or any how to deal with any kind of situation when it comes to racing, whether it's a good situation or a bad situation. And then we got back into the intermediate class. The intermediate class is where you learn how to actually drive. And that's where you actually have race days, which at the end of the year, the most amount of points accumulated by a driver, that driver gets a trophy. And we have a yearly competition called the Miami Club 100. Whoever wins it uh, gets a really big trophy, and sometimes they can get a ticket to fly to the UAE to race in the Miami Middle East. But now that we have Miami Egypt here, if you win it, you go straight to Miami Middle East. And that's pretty much it about the academy.
Okay, how was your first experience behind the wheel?
Oh no, it's scary. Really
Scary.
scary. Yeah. I mean, driving a go kart is 100% different than actually driving a real car. Because if you drive a real car, you have assists such as the ABS, traction control. Uh, Sometimes the car steers itself back into its own lane. In karting, you only have God with you. And barely anything. You don't even have seatbelts. It's just you, the steering wheel, and God. Literally, just you and the steering wheel and the God.
And the eyes of the track.
Hmm?
And the eyes of track.
Eyes on track. Yeah.
Yes.
So it
Okay,
was really scary.
how was your first championship like?
My first championship, it's not really like a first place championship. It was a third place, but it was really good. I was actually fighting really hard. We had a lot of good drivers. It was an easy card. Uh, I actually finished third. I didn't know I was third. I didn't even know what position I was. All I was just overtaking people, trying to defend, and there were the two leaders in the front. They had such a big gap in front of me. I was trying to catch up so hard. I almost caught up. Then I did a mistake. I lost control, and then I finished third.
But third is good as your first championship, of course.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the potential to finish first, and you do a mistake like what I did, third place is never good.
But in general, but you made mistake and you learned that mistake.
Yeah, touche.
To be honest, though, so what is your advice to youngsters that wants to go racing?
Honestly, if you want to go racing, just do it. Just go to your local racetrack, rent a session, see how the kart feels, and learn how to drive. Watch YouTube videos, join your local academy, learn how to drive, learn the rules and regulations because your best friend in the track are the flags. That's how they communicate with you.
Okay, what about like how how does the engine work on those carts? Because the only thing I know is like CVT.
No, it's a two-stroke engine. I'm not really that much of a mechanic. I don't know how it works exactly, but all I know is it drives.
It's like
My mechanic handles everything that has to do with the engine.
it's like basically brakes, gas, goodbye.
Exactly.
You don't need to drop a gear and disappear. Already disappeared.
Unless you're driving a KZ. In that case, you can actually drop a gear.
You mean that goes like
Shifter cards.
yeah, the one that goes up front and back, front and back,
Yeah.
right? And the first time I saw that, I thought it was like
Oh,
like in
no, no,
the,
no, no.
like in the old classics.
It's pretty much you're holding the steering wheel like this, and you have the shifter right here. All right. So if you want to go up, you pull it back. If you want to go down, you push it to the front.
Okay, what about the people that drives aggressive in these days? Because the only place that I know that drives like that is basically Noose or not Nitro, what's called Auto Room sometimes. Sometimes people like wants to drive aggressively to win. That that causes deadly accidents before, right?
Yeah, that actually did a lot. For example, I was in a race day in the academy, just like I told you, intermediate race days. And me and a driver called Mokka, we were driving so aggressively and we were faster than the others. So we decided to help each other. So we decided to bump draft each other. Basically, bump draft is where you stick bumper to bumper to minimize the drag and maximize the speed.
Tailgating, basically.
Exactly, yeah. So we did that, and then my tire flew off, hit his head. Luckily, he was wearing the helmet. I flew off the track, broke my helmet, and we ended both our races.
And DQ, right?
DQ right away.
Well, that was unfortunate,
That was
but
actually my first ever crash, and it was because of driving aggressively.
well, you're in Egypt, so anything happens,
True.
it's aggressive
Yeah.
in Egypt.
انت
What
كأنك
about?
سايق كورنيش.
Okay, so why is the people hitting the curb in the track? I don't understand.
Sometimes hitting the curb makes you faster by a tenth, maybe 2/10, 3/10. Because in racing, the racing line is all about minimizing the space that you take and maximizing your speed on the track. Alright? So when you take the curb, you're pretty much doing everything possible to minimize it. Sometimes people even jump over the curb.
Ouch.
Yeah, that actually kind of hurts them and hurts the cart, but carts are made to understand that. Yani they're made to endure that.
But because I thought the curb slows the car down because sometimes the people doesn't hit the curb but they go faster than the other.
Well, it really depends on the driver sometimes, actually, and their weight. A weight difference can be a huge impact on race.
One of them right here,
Yeah, you're really lightweight.
feather.
Yeah.
So, what was the best thing to teach kids how to drive?
It's like Senna said.
Merry
The
Christmas.
best. What? Where did that come from? Right. So it's like Senna said. Senna said once that the best school for learning how to drive is go-karting. It teaches you everything about driving, such as the fundamentals, the rules of driving, and everything. Because in karting, you learn how to focus, learn how to control your stress, you learn how to be fast, your reaction time. You learn a lot more than just steering a wheel and pressing the gas pedal and brakes. Because in karting, it's not just about steering the wheel. Sometimes I don't even steer the wheel. I just turn the car with the brakes, gas and brakes.
Yeah, true.
So it's not just steering the wheel, gas, brakes, and that's it. No, no, no. You need focus. You need reaction time. You need to control your stress. And you need to have a clear mind in each and every race, because if you have a mind that's all clogged up by, I want to pass that guy, no, that guy just bumped me, I want to win this race, you're never going to win anything. And you might even lose your life.
Because some people are driving aggressive like hell.
Sometimes aggressive is good, and sometimes it's bad. Depends on the condition.
Rage mode.
You can call it that.
So what about like when did you start your first academy? When did you start in the first
My first time karting or my first time in the academy?
both?
Right, so my first time karting was 2 years ago in May. I think it was May 16th or May 18th in Nitro. It was in 2023. And then in 2024, when I got really serious about the sport, I found Raceline Academy. In Raceline Academy, I joined it as an intro. People there are very welcoming. They are very warm. They're really nice people, actually. I became really close friends with them. Sometimes even call them my brothers, such as Sifri Atribi. He's in this university, I think.
No, he's in the Nile.
Nile, right?
He's one of my friends.
Yeah,
Be
yeah, yeah.
very be careful.
Yeah, he's like an older brother to me. He teaches me everything. Sometimes even doesn't even have to do anything about karting. Sometimes just life advice. Um, so when I entered the academy, I think it was in January 2024 or December 2023. Like the ending of the late 2023 all the way to right now. I'm still in the academy.
What about the people that wants to join Formula One before go karting? Why did people want to just jump Formula One? Better
If you have enough money, go ahead.
rich kids.
Exactly. If your dad can buy you a team, just like Lance Stroll, then go ahead.
Max
But if
Verstappen.
you Max Verstappen, no, Max Verstappen actually built himself.
And then he's the only guy that's worth it.
No, you have Charles Leclerc, you have Lewis Hamilton, you have Fernando Alonso.
Oh yeah, I forgot Charles.
You have Yuki Tsunoda, Isaac Hadjar.
Charles Leclerc did join same academy as Max Verstappen
I'm not sure about that actually.
because
I
they
never really
were
searched
friends since they're kids.
Oh yeah, they were really good friends. Lando Norris, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen. They all raced each other in their youth.
What about what's his name? Kimi Antoli?
Kimi Antonelli.
Yeah.
Kimi Antonelli is actually current right now the rising star of Formula One. Kimi Antonelli and Oliver Behrman.
What about
Really good.
what's his name? The one that races with Kimi.
George Russell.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure because some people says he has too. They have too much hate.
Formula One is kind of political. It's really about racing, but it's also political. Like, really political. Because if you don't like a driver, you're gonna say anything to make them worry about a race so they lose it. Such as people who hate Lando Norris. I don't like him, nor do I hate him. He's just another driver to me. Right?
He's like a pal, but your go karting is enough one. So basically, like brothers from آخر الدنيا.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, basically. So what was like? How does the tires work? How do you get them?
Right, well, karting tires in general,
Are there
they,
some slicks, right? Or slicks?
they're slicks. All slicks. Unless they're wet tires, in that case it's treaded, or snow tires, in that case they're treaded and they have little spikes on them.
But because I heard that go kart tires are really expensive,
They
so
are.
some people like build one or something like that. Oh,
No,
manufacture
no,
one.
you cannot manufacture one unless you own the factory that's actually manufacturing it. But yeah, I don't think you can manufacture one because you need an FIA grade tire.
like curve karting.
Yeah, curve karting. They don't manufacture. Curve karting is the, how do I say it? Wakil, Birul Art and Easy Kart in Egypt. Alright?
But like because some people like wants to like They buy tires for their homemade go karts. I don't know, basically. But the crazy thing that I saw that a guy built a go kart and put an Honda CBR engine inside.
A what now?
The motorcycle Honda CBR engine.
On a go kart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not it's
that's a
like a
Tesla.
big go kart. It's like bigger than I don't know. Like I'll try to like bigger than the 150 go karts you have what's called the Rotex, I think.
My go kart.
In general, it's like in general.
What was the question again? I didn't actually hear you.
You got confused. Okay, so a guy on the internet built a go kart, not a mini go kart, like a little bit bigger,
Yeah.
and put a Honda CBR engine, a race motorcycle, not the 1600 cc.
1.6 kcc.
Yeah,
That's a death machine.
and with a customized air filter. So I saw that it was, but at the same time I just thought about it, bro. Just put a wing on top. Is this is I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the next step.
You're flying to space.
No, next step to building a full-on F1 drive car.
Yeah.
Cause basically you're riding go kart that's so light. On it, a motorcycle like 600 cc and something 100 horsepower. So basically you're not driving a car. You're driving a rocket.
Yeah, actually.
You basically,
kind of rocket.
when the first time I drove a go kart, I feel that I'm driving on 100 and it's just going on 60.
Yeah,
So
that's actually
I'm pretty
interesting.
sure this car is not going. This cart is not going to go flying. It's going to go try time travel. One, that's what I saw. Is that basically it's like a wing, air filter on top, two customized exhaust, and just a leaf, like basically just leaf blowing everything. And it's like, ah. So basically, it's like, what the hell is going on in this world?
I don't know. People just like to be creative and they like fast cars. So
That's not creative. This is a death machine. And he's basically not driving a car. He's mad maxing it.
yeah, that people are trying to be creative and fast at the same time. So let them be because actually these type of creations they help actual Formula One engineers and actual racing engineers learn things about their cars.
And now I just heard they removed DRS.
Oh yeah, they replace it with some kind of a battery powered thing. It's
Mom.
really
It's
weird.
called mom.
Mom.
This
Wow.
is like manual override manual
Manual
overtake,
override mode? No, manual override mode.
right? Our manual overtake mode. Something like
I think it's yeah, manual override.
that. It's like with a radar. It's basically you're near the F1 opponent. He's like with the sensor, activates it and just overtakes. That
It's turning into Formula E because Formula E has something like that.
yeah, basically. So they made the car smaller, bro. Why?
That's something.
No, basically they're not going. They're not evolving. They're turning back the table. Cause before F1 was small,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty sure they're turning back the table. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be
Honestly,
an F1. It's gonna be an F41,
honestly,
F41
it's actually gonna be really good.
because of the tight turns.
No, yeah, no, because of that. It's kind of other than the performance part. It's nostalgic. You know, people miss these old type of small
Schumacher,
cars.
Schumacher.
Not only Schumacher, you know, it's people miss these type of cars, the small ones, and it's gonna be a little bit nostalgic for them to see the car being small again, having some sort of same thing over the years, such as the wing or the front wings, something like that.
I hope they put the V12 back because this is gonna be a real
I
nostalgia.
think they returned the V8, I think, or V10.
The perfect screams.
I think so.
The perfect screams for any F1 driver.
The V10.
Like, which one was screaming so loud that almost burst some ears? It was the V10 or the V8?
I think it was the V10, and it was a Red Bull on a straight near the finish line. I think.
That's basically an F1 on steroids.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's really an F1 experience.
Because with the V6 hybrid, guys, what the hell? It sounds good.
It sounds like a Tesla.
No, it sounds good, but why?
I don't know. Save the planet?
So basically, if they return the V8s and the V10s, that's gonna be their prime back again, ready for redemption. Actually, Audi is joining and Cadillac.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be something really good.
That's gonna be their because they were in F1 before. That's
I'm
what I
not
heard.
sure about Cadillac.
No, Cadillac. No, I mean like Audi.
Yeah.
Audi and BM. That's what I heard.
BMW, yeah, Sauber, and Audi is now taking Sauber.
Actually, when I went to the BMW museum, I saw F1.
Yeah, it's really old. I think it's from the 1980s.
No, but it was really good. So if Audi is joining, it's going to be BM's turn.
Yeah.
Alright, Mercedes in there. So it's going to be the whole German team ready for
Yeah.
redemption.
Yeah, it's actually gonna be a war in the track.
So there are going to be more cars. So it's basically going to be Le Mans, but on rockets.
Yeah, I wouldn't really call it Le Mans. I would call it probably I don't know, IMSA on rockets.
Basically. So because Audi used to be an F1, but if they're coming for redemption, that's gonna be a whole nother story. I think I heard one of the drivers is going to be equal to Max Verstappen. Old schools,
No,
but Max Verstappen he drives aggressively
Max
sometimes.
Verstappen is like people like to say he's aggressive and all that, but once he gets in the car, he clears his mind like this.
An instant.
He clears his mind, and he knows what he's doing. Max Verstappen is the boss of his own team, without even being the boss. You know.
Yeah. What about like, why is the track of Monaco so tight? It's so weird. That causes more
I think
crashes
it
than
has to do with
the city.
it being a part of the public roads and a part of the actual bridges on the city itself. It's like the track is half public roads like highways and all that, and half actual track with circuits.
But it is dangerous because the tight turns and you're driving fast.
That's what makes it. That's what makes it really fun and actually makes it really, I don't know, challenging.
But that causes more death.
No, it it's not that it causes more death. You know, it's for example, Charles Leclerc. He kissed the walls, and nothing happened to him.
It says like I'm stupid,
Yeah, that one. Yeah, when he crashed again in the sim racing game.
bro. It was so funny. Not the only thing that I like is the banana liqueur.
Oh yeah, I actually bought that outfit and I was out with it in Halloween this year.
But I wasn't there because I went traveling.
No. I actually bought the banana outfit and I just wore it like I was Banana Leclerc and I went karting with it. It was insane.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I wish you could send me that video. I want to edit it.
Hell no. No.
Why?
Not happening.
But the best thing in go karting is not the experience; it's the vibe.
The vibe and the people you know when you do karting. Like for example, I met you in karting.
You met me with my friend, and we
In
won.
karting. I met every single friend that I know right now in karting. سيف العتريبي حسين الغمري مالك حافظ ياسين عطية ادم فؤاد عمر شريف ناس كتير جدا.
No, but when we first met, it was on Autoroom, but our friend he like bonded us together, and until now we're besties.
Ah yeah.
So that's the best. Thank you for Kiko. So
Yeah, Karim is the best for doing that.
well, he used to be focusing when he wants to go karting,
Yeah.
بس بالدرايفنج سكيلز بتاعه مش هينفع.
Banana Leclerc.
Maybe stupid like that. Okay, so thank you for this episode of go karting, and thank you Ehab for joining us today.
Anytime.
And this is a wonderful day today, and thank you very much.
Anytime.
All right, see you again.
Inshallah.
inshallah. And please go follow me on Instagram on Just Bob. You will see everything you need.
فضايح.
Maybe yes,
ايه اللي
maybe no.
بيبي؟
Maybe yes, maybe no. No one knows. Correct?
maybe.
Alright. Thank you very much.
يلا